for this quarter, and we're a month into it.
Brian Crozier's story is similar to many men and women who have served our country. After 24 years in Air Force intelligence, Brian chose to return to his home state of Iowa to raise his family.
I always want to be back from family. I always want to be back here. After a while, you realize there is no place like home, and this is where I want to live.
But not unlike most military veterans, returning to civilian life after a long career in the military posed its own challenges. Translating military experience into language human resources can easily understand can often be a challenge.
It was like a second job, trying to find a job.
That's why Home Base Iowa was created. It's a platform where employers are matched with trained military personnel like Brian for jobs in their community.
Well, it's difficult for local businesses to find employees to fulfill their needs.
Doug Shull is a supervisor in Warren County, just south of Des Moines. Warren County became a Home Base Iowa community as they saw a need for a qualified workforce. Warren County offers veterans a $1,000 grant just to move to any city in the county, and veterans who purchase a home in Iowa can qualify for up to $7,500.
I'm not a veteran myself, but I can only imagine what they go through, the sacrifices that they make for all of us. Both they give up probably their career for a period of time. They also are away from their family, and we all know they're in harm's way. And so we think it's important that we have a program like this.
The program is a result of a conversation between the Adjutant General of the Iowa National Guard, Major General Tim Orr, and Governor Terry Branstad. The initiative is led by Iowa Workforce Development Director and Air Force veteran Beth Townsend.
We're really proud of the fact that we have relatively low unemployment in Iowa, but that means also that we have employers that can't find people with the right skills for the jobs they need. But yet there's a lot of people in the military that have the experience and the discipline and the knowledge and specific job skills that we want to match up with employers in Iowa. So that's one of our big goals, is match up the employers that need employees with people coming out of the military that are looking for jobs.
Director Townsend and the staff at Home Base Iowa, a partnership between Iowa Workforce Development and Iowa Economic Development Authority, are always on the lookout to match employers with trained military personnel in search of quality work and to help veterans adjust to civilian life.
The transition is so difficult because when you're in the military, you're speaking and working with people who understand who you are, who understand what your skills are, who speak the same language that you do, without the need for any introductions. When you return to civilian life, it's hard to translate that military experience in a way that is meaningful to civilians. And that poses one of the greater difficulties for returning veterans.
That's exactly what Brian found after his years of service in the Air Force. But thanks to the resources at Home Base Iowa, he was matched with an employer with relative ease. And in a unique twist of fate, his job at Iowa Finance Authority charges him with overseeing that very program that helps veterans, securing the down payment of up to a $7,500 grant to purchase a home.
The Iowa Finance Authority manages that program to buy a house. No income requirements, no checks. All they do is they go and look to see that you served after 9/11 or during the Gulf War, and they help you buy a new house.
In Iowa, it's that belief that inspired Home Base Iowa to begin with. 40 Home Base Iowa communities take part in the program, with more communities signing on every month.
It is very important that both the public and private sectors are working together to find ways to involve veterans in their communities and in their workplaces and in their government. Again, they have given so much for our country and for our state. We want to return that favor by utilizing their skills, their abilities, and their knowledge to the best of everyone's advantage.
And that advantage paid off for Brian. Now back home in Iowa to raise a family and work in a job that utilizes his passion and experience.
Iowa's a great place to live, a great place to have your family. It's a great place to come home to.